The descent of the Ganga. In the ancient lands of India, King Bhagiratha ruled with justice, but sorrow weighed heavily on his heart. His valiant ancestors, long ago, had been reduced to ashes by a sage's curse. The only way to grant them release was through the touch of the celestial river, Ganga, who flowed only in the heavens. Bhagiratha made a solemn vow. He would bring Ganga down to earth, or perish trying. Bhagiratha entrusted his kingdom to his ministers and began his rigorous penance. For months, which stretched into years, he stood motionless, exposed to sun and rain, focusing his entire being on the impossible task. His devotion was a fire that burned brighter than any earthly flame. Decade after decade passed. The strength of his penance grew so powerful it resonated through the cosmos, shaking the foundations of the celestial realm. Finally, the magnificent goddess Ganga appeared before the unwavering king, shining brighter than 1,000 suns. Bhagiratha, she boomed, her voice like the rushing of mighty tides. Your devotion is unmatched. I will descend to earth, but beware, my force is colossal. The sheer weight of my fall will shatter your delicate world, washing everything away in a devastating flood. Bhagiratha understood the peril. He had sought salvation for his ancestors, not destruction for the world. He knew then that only one being possessed the power and the patience to tame the wildest river, the ascetic Lord Shiva, whose might transcended all creation. Bhagiratha began a second, even more intense period of worship, focused entirely on the great Lord Shiva, the destroyer and transformer. He prayed for Shiva's intervention, begging him to receive the furious river upon his head. Pleased by the king's selfless determination, Shiva agreed. He rose and journeyed to the Himalayas. Just as Ganga prepared to hurl herself from the heavens in a torrent intended to humble the mortal world, Shiva stood ready, his matted hair coiled high like a mountainous labyrinth. The sound of Ganga's arrival was deafening, a world-ending roar. But the moment the celestial water struck Shiva's head, the cosmic current was utterly ensnared. The great river, humbled and trapped, was instantly lost within the tangled maze of his mighty locks. Patiently, Shiva began to release the captured river. No longer a destructive force, Ganga trickled out from the depths of his hair in 7 gentle, manageable streams. These pure waters flowed down the mountainside and began their long, sacred journey across India. The life-giving water rushed across the scorched land until it reached the pile of ancestral ashes. As the Ganga touched them, the ancestors were instantly purified and lifted to the heavens. Bhagiratha's vow was fulfilled. The mighty river now flows forever, known as Bhagirati in some parts, sanctifying the land of India and bringing life wherever she goes.